guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I'm so happy to have you guys back. As you can see, my beautiful butterfly locks are holding up just fine. So this is what they're looking like after a week. And what I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to be taking Christmas pictures, okay? So I'm taking Christmas photos with my kitty cat, and I'm going to, you know, get cute. My mom, she really went all out and outdid herself this year with the Christmas decorations. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get in some pics, you know, let me do something with me and Natasha. That's my cat, her name's Natasha. And yeah, I'm just gonna get cute and, you know, go downstairs and take some Christmas photos with my kitty. So yeah, I styled my hair in this half up, half down style for my Christmas pics. And I'm super excited. I've been meaning to do this for a while, but my schedule has been so crazy. So I'm excited to be taking these pictures today, and I know they're just gonna come out so cute, especially with my kitty cat sitting right there, okay? So ever since I did my Uncle Funky's holiday hairstyle, you guys have been asking for that makeup tutorial. I got so many requests for a makeup tutorial of specifically that look, okay? So I'm going to recreate that look where I had the dark lip and dark eye. I'll be recreating that for my Christmas photos, okay? So yeah, this will just be my holiday glam makeup look. And the reason why I've been holding out on this video is because I needed to get a few products before I filmed. So now I have every last product that I want to put you guys onto. And now I can, you know, create the tutorial, alright? So recently I just switched to a new foundation, and I thought it was too light for me, but I'm seeming to make it work, okay? I'm making it work. It's expensive, so I don't want to you know, take it back, and I don't want to go through all that trouble just to take it back and get a shade darker and that shade ends up not being my shade, you know? So let's go ahead and get into today's makeup tutorial. Alright, so to prime my face, I'll be using Smashbox Photo Finish, important for influencers, okay? Photo Finish Oil and Shine Control, okay? And some of the stuff that I've gotten from my Ipsy box, which is basically it's a monthly subscription box where they just send you beauty products, but luckily they reached out to me to just promote their beauty box, so I get a ton of beauty products just to try out for free. And when I get these smaller size ones, I can always go back and get the bigger size product because I did get to try all of these samples, okay? So lately I have been using this Smashbox Photo Finish Oil and Shine Control Primer, okay? In the darkest hour, I wanna come for you, I know you've been. I did just get a new piercing. I got my Surface Tragus, which is basically they kind of just pierce the side of your face. It's not in your ear, but it's the outside of your ear. So I really need to make sure that when I do my makeup, I stay away from this whole area, okay? Alright, so now that I've got my primer on, I am going to apply my foundation, okay? So the new foundation that I've been using is Estee Lauder, okay? And this is the Double Wear Stay in Place makeup, okay? And let me tell you, Double Wear, Miss Estee, okay? She is a fan favorite. The thing is, when I went to go to decide which makeup I wanted to go for a velvety look. So I was going to get the NYX makeup because it gives you that velvet, you know, complexion. But you know, Estee Double Wear, she is a fan favorite, so you know what I'm saying. I was like, let me go with that one. If that's everybody's favorite girl, let me go with her. Let me try this out, okay? And let me tell y'all, I like it. I really like the formula. I love the packaging. I love the formula. Double Wear, yes. The only thing that I don't like is that it doesn't have a pump. You have to buy the pump, which is an extra $10. It's I'm already... No, I'm already paying for the product. I gotta pay for a pump, and I gotta pay to actually pump out the product. No, I'm not doing it. Alright, so to apply this foundation, I will be using a kabuki brush, okay? And it's basically just a flat top brush, and I basically just apply my makeup, alright? So because this doesn't have a pump top, you really have to be careful. You do not want to overdo it and end up wasting your money everywhere, okay? So before I blend that out, I like to take my setting spray and just kind of set my face. This allows for a really even and clean complexion because the extra bit of moisture allows the product to spread and then dries it in place, okay?
Searching for more, afraid to leave, afraid to show, fight to leave, fight to leave, fight to sometimes.
You guys can see just like the way my neck looks compared to my face. This is definitely my color. Like, it's confirmed now. This is my color. So now that we've got our foundation together, what we're going to do is we're going to start to highlight just a bit. Alright, so I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is the color Fawn. And all I'm going to do is just place just a little bit right under the eye. This is not going to be our actual concealer, but right now we are just kind of like, you know, filling in the bags, filling in the tear troughs, okay? So this is our first layer of concealer. Alright, so I like to highlight this part as well. So we have our first layer of concealer and we're going to highlight down the middle of our face, okay? And we are going to go ahead and contour just a little bit as well, okay? So to contour my face, I'll be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless 375 Java, okay? That is this color. And so basically to contour, I just do use a little bit of this. I don't need a lot because it is so dark. So we'll contour the forehead, contour the cheek, contour the nose. And with the nose, you really want to be careful. You want to make sure you don't use too much. If you do use a foundation to contour, you guys really make sure that you are using a brush where you can get precision, because you do not want to mess up your contour, okay? Now we're going to blend out this concealer, and your beauty blender should be clean. It should be damp, not wet, but damp. And also, one thing that I like to do is I like to make sure that the concealer is somewhat dry. I don't like to do it when it's super wet. So now that it's kind of dried up a bit, I'm going to go ahead and blend it into my skin.
Oh, often you've had it rough, but you also had your cup filled up. And we both know, every time you come around, every time you return, you see it in your tired eyes. That you still have more to go.
Alright, so once you blend out your highlight, now we're going to blend out the contour, okay? So I'm going to be using a contour brush, and this is the Firma 103 brush. And I just love how soft this is. I just really feel like it gives me a nice like airbrushed look, okay? If you get to this stage and your contour has kind of dried up a bit, just go ahead and spray your mist again. That will wet it right up and allow you to, you know, blend it into your face. So when you use this during your makeup process, you're basically setting your face along the way, okay? So there's nothing wrong with using a little mist, especially if your product has dried up on your face before you were able to blend it out, or you feel like something isn't blended enough. You can go back and use the spray to wet the product, or, you know, loosen up the product so that you can blend it into your skin better, okay? I gotta be careful of my piercing on this side. Alright, so the last step, you do not want to forget about your nose contour and walk around looking crazy. So I like to just take a, basically I like to just take a blending brush, an eyeshadow brush, and blend out my nose contour just a bit more. That way I don't lose it, but also it's not harsh. So one thing that I like to do to get the little button nose is I basically, at the end of my bridge, before my nose flares out, I just take my contour and I just make a line right across the tip. Yeah, so you guys can see that little line right there. I make a line right across the tip, and that just kind of gives me that like little button nose effect, and then I just blend it out. Alright, so you guys can see the contour of the nose. Alright, so next is going in with our second layer of concealer, and I will be using the Juvias Place concealer, and this is the color 12, okay? So this color is very similar to Fawn in the LA Girl Pro concealer, okay? So that's why I chose this. Alright, and we are going to let this dry down just a bit before we move on.
In the darkest hour, I wanna come for you. I know you've been alone. Oh, where do you go?
Alright, so once your concealer is completely blended out, we are now going to bake just a bit. So I'm going to be using the Extraordinary Translucent Powder, and this is in the color, I don't even know what color this is. It's just white. It's like really white. It's like a really white, okay? So I like to just pat this into my makeup. And I also like to be precise with my contour as well. So you guys see I'm patting it into my makeup. I know a lot of people like to let it just sit, which it's sitting. It's sitting. I still need to wipe it away, but I like to pat it in and then swipe it away as well. Alright, so y'all see how I'm getting right up on the nose contour. right? Now this is how you really sculpt the cheek and get the contour popping. So you take your powder and basically from the corner of your mouth up to, well, not my ear, but you know, up to your ear, basically that's where the line goes to sculpt your jaw. Okay, so usually I would go to the ear, but because of my piercing, yeah, you guys got it. Alright, so I'll show you on this side. Alright, so you guys can see my contour is sharper now. I've got the contour, I've got the nose contour, I've got the highlight, all of the highlight. All the parts that are highlight, whatever you want to call it, have powder, okay? Well, except for the chin area. Every place that has concealer has powder on it. So I have oily skin, so I think that this setting powder really works for my face. I know it's really light, but it dusts off of me. Like, it dusts off, it blends into my face, like everything looks good, okay? So, the last thing that you're going to want to do with this powder is you're going to want to set your nose too, because you remember we did put concealer down the bridge of our nose as well. So I'm going to take a really thin brush, like super precise, and I'm just going to make a straight line right where my contour is, just like that. All right, so we're gonna let this sit and we are going to bronze our face during the baking process. Okay, so to bronze my face I use eyeshadow. Literally, you guys, makeup is basically whatever you want to do with it. I know certain products are made for specific things, but that doesn't mean you only have to use them for that reason. Makeup can be so interchangeable. Like when I get into my lip is literally eyeshadow. I make my lip out of eyeshadow. So yeah, literally all the makeup you get, you can switch it up, like use certain things for different things. Like, it's all up to you, okay? So next we are going to bronze, and bronze is what gives you that really glowy, like, you know, that really glowy effect. It highlights the contour a bit more, and it just really brings and ties in the look all together, okay? So I'm going to take a soft little brush. This is basically my bronzer brush. So this is actually a contour blending brush, and I'm going to use this because I love the way it dusts out my bronzer, okay? So this is the Nude Mood palette from Colourpop Cosmetics, and oh gosh, the color I'm using is covered. Like, the name is literally right here. Oh wait, it might be on the back. Oh, Moody. Oh wait, no, not Moody. Lap of Luxe. Okay, so this is Lap of Luxe, which is my bronzer color. You guys can see how much I've used it. It's literally dirty all around the thing, but I just love this color. It works so well on my skin, and I just love the darker look that it gives me. I like to really be like tan, you know. I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman. I don't like to like make my skin lighter. Like, I love the way that this fills in my melanin, okay? So you just want to take a little bit, and you just kind of want to dust around the corners of your face, okay? So you're just dusting, and you do not have to use a lot, you guys. Literally just tap, get the excess off, and bronze. Alright, so I might have used just a tad bit too much bronzer. I I use just a tad bit too much bronzer on this side, but that's okay. I'm still gonna make it work because it's still gonna work, and let me tell you why. It's still gonna work because I highlighted my face so well that when I blend this out and dust away the extra powder, it's all going to blend and look okay. All right, so we all have those mistakes where we might have used just a little bit too much product, or we might have got eyeliner or mascara somewhere, and that's okay as long as you can try to find a way to mend the situation. All right, so this bronzer over here looks really good. Just a tad bit too much, but hey, look, I ain't worried about the dramatic look now. Now that our face is bronzed and it's nice and warm and fuzzy on the outsides, we are going to blend out our whole complexion. We're going to blend away the powder, the white powder that's everywhere, and just give ourselves an overall good skin complexion, okay? So I like to take this little flat top brush. This is a Color Just brush. I'm not really sure what it's for, but I do like to use it to blend out everything, okay? Ooh, honey, look at that skin. Alright, so take the same brush that you use for your bronzer, and you're just going to dust your inner corners just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Alright, so next is going to be brows, and I'll be using the Maybelline New York Brow Ultra Slim, and this is the color medium brown, right? Medium, yep, medium brown. And so I don't like my eyebrows to look too much. I don't like boxy brows. I don't like them too thick. I like them to just look nice and arched, and basically I like to keep the natural shape that they have, just kind of fill them in a bit.
I know how you hit the call. Spend your life searching for more. Afraid to leave, afraid to show. Fight to leave, fight to leave, fight to sometimes find yourself knowing no.
Alright, so now we're going to get into eyeshadow, and I will be doing a darker eyeshadow look. If you guys have seen my holiday makeup hairstyle, you guys will know that that makeup was dark eyes and dark lip, okay? So I'm going to use some of my favorite blending brushes from Colourpop Cosmetics. Alright, and so my 3 colors for this look. So the 3 colors I'll be using from this Bare Necessities palette. I'll be using Tabloid, Crack On, and Spyglass, okay? So Tabloid, Crack On, and Spyglass are my 3 colors. Alright, so first I'm going to start with Tabloid, which is the lighter brown color. And I'm just going to blend this onto my lid. And if I'm leaning this way so that it doesn't fall onto my face, okay? So I'm leaning this way so that the excess shadow or the extra eyeshadow will just like kind of dust off, okay? Man, I'm sorry, but eyeshadow really just takes the look to the next level. Like, if you ain't got on the shadow, is you really doing anything, really? Okay.
Realize there's nowhere to go. There's the thing we're searching for.
Alright, so now I'm going to take the color Crack On, which is the darker brown, and I'm going to fill in my crease. So I'm using a clean new brush.
And you've done your walking, probably enough for two. Oh, often you've had it rough, but you also had your cup filled up.
Alright, so for the last step, which is applying this black eyeshadow, I'm basically going to just swipe and blend it into my outer, like the outer outside, okay, the outside of my lid.
And we both know every time you come around.
Alright, so with the black, I packed it onto the lid first, just because when you're working with black eyeshadow, you do not want it to fall onto your face. So I just pat it on my lid first. Then I take the same brush that I used for my crease and I go back in and just blend out the black.
Every time you return, I see it in your tired eyes. That you still have more to go.
Alright, so our eyeshadow is done. I am going to put a little bit of eyeliner on my top lid.
Let me tell you something, Tracy. It can't be anything like love, can it?
No, it mustn't be. It can't.
Would it be inconvenient?
Terribly. Anyway, I know it.
You still have more.
And with this, you want to make sure that you're gently placing the mascara. You don't want to rub it on your lashes. You want to place it on your lashes because we're not darkening our waterline yet, okay? We're just placing our mascara on.
Let me tell you something, Tracy. It can't be anything like love, can it?
No, it mustn't be.
You guys can see it's just sitting on my lashes. It's not on my face.
Oh, my God.
Right into our hearts. It does, doesn't it? Tracy, you're so...
If my footsteps are melting away. What is it, if I got feet of clay or something? It's not...
If you're using a really good mascara, it will do exactly what you tell it to do. And I always forget, like, I have that face scar right here. So if you guys are watching my videos and you ever see like a patch of makeup missing, just know that my scar is right here. And I don't like to put too much makeup on it. I don't really like to cover it up like that. I don't feel like it's necessary, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so now I'm going to take a regular eyeliner pencil. Alright, so our face is getting there. Basically all that is left, like our skin is done, our eyes are done. All that's left is our lips. So for the lip, I go back into my Nude Mood palette that I used for my contour. And I take that same brown color, alright? I take that same brown color and I just line my lips.
Well, it's just over the lawn and in the birch grove. It'll be lovely now.
Tracy, you're tremendous.
Put me in your
Oh, sometimes.
So you guys can see already how just adding that color to my lip kind of tied in the eye and the contour as well. So then I'm going to take a little bit of black shadow. Yes, black eyeshadow, and just a little bit, you guys. You do not want to overdo it. And I'm going to kind of just make the brown a darker, deeper brown. So I'm not going to have black lips. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not going to have black lips. I'm going to just darken up the brown, okay? Alright, so you guys can see how it's sort of blending into the brown. So next, all I'm going to do is take my Colourpop Lip Plumping Lip Gloss and put it over this lip. Alright, so my face is completely done now. I think the look looks so good with these locks as well. My face makeup basically stays the same. The only thing is my lip and eyes will change to match what I'm wearing or match my hairstyle or whatever I feel like, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was super informative. So if you guys have any questions, drop them below. I'll be happy to answer. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the final look. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.